Cosmic.
Hello everyone, welcome to ToffeeTube. Let's talk about Miss Marvel this time. If you haven't watched this series yet, I have to say that this video contains spoilers, so watch out. And if you have already watched it, then let's take a moment to see what's going on in this world. The first season of Miss Marvel aired on Disney Plus in 2022. This series depicts the story of Kamala Khan, a Pakistani girl who is highly obsessed with Marvel superheroes. Kamala is a girl who makes decisions based on her feelings and also has issues with her school and family, especially her mother. This character is a 16-year-old Muslim girl who, despite all the challenges in her life, considers the Marvel world as a source of peace. But were they successful in portraying such a concept in this series? Apart from all the pros and cons of this series, the fact that it's significantly more focused on the conflicts between mother and daughter, that the main character of the series has not yet reached a clear understanding and stability towards herself and her power, that the existential nature of this character has changed from a human to not only an inhuman but also a genie, that the content of the series focuses more on Pakistani culture and lifestyle than Marvel itself, that this series has many references to religious content and depicted the world of Muslims, and that in 6 episodes the whole story is told in a questionable way. All of them are subjects that can be discussed separately. But for now, in this video, I want to talk about whether Kamala's superhero costume is an acceptable outfit to be considered as one of Marvel's strong costumes. Please stay with me and watch the video till the end. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. Kamala is an ordinary girl who has no special sense of fashion to care about her style. From the beginning of the series, we see that she appears in a simple outfit which includes a purple sweatshirt over a blue t-shirt with Marvel characters printed on it. The shoes she put on generally are Chuck Taylor All-Stars. This kind of styling at the beginning of the series tells us that fashion is the last thing Kamala cares about. She usually wears a t-shirt and has a casual form of style. Considering her body type and age, I'm not gonna expect more from her. The first challenge that Kamala faces, which becomes a reason to see her superhero style, is to participate in the AvengerCon event. Due to her obsession with Carol Danvers, she decides to wear Captain Marvel's suit, a leather outfit that sort of follows the main patterns and lines of Captain Marvel's suit, and the red and blue colors have been replaced with each other. The golden star, which is somehow the most essential part of this suit, is inserted in the middle front of the outfit. Well, the first thing that attracts attention in Marvel outfit is the fitting of the clothes. It is true that this costume is not Kamala's main superhero costume, and it is just an outfit that she has only because of her fondness for Captain Marvel. But the fitting and finishing of the costume are not good enough to draw attention and amaze the viewer. Considering the restrictions she has from her family, for a moment she even thinks to tie a blue piece around her waist to prevent it from showing off the curvy parts of her body. But that doesn't even help. Since the design of this costume is based on another outfit and is taken from another famous Marvel character, it is only inspiration and has nothing special to say. As I mentioned earlier, it's obvious that fashion is her least favorite subject. And since she's a big Marvel fan, it's natural that she chooses a costume from her favorite character to wear. However, she's not to be blamed at this point, because she didn't know that was going to have superhero powers before the AvengerCon. So it is acceptable to some extent that she didn't look for her own special costume till that moment. But the thing that causes contradiction here is that almost until the end of the series, the character of Miss Marvel wore either an outfit that completely belongs to another Marvel character or something far different to the Marvel world. There is a possibility that the first season has more focus on introducing the character of Miss Marvel, and these shortcomings may be made up in the next season. But even with this explanation, is this acceptable? It is definitely expected that the main character, at least from the time she realizes that she has superhero powers, will have her own costume and make it her own signature outfit. In case, until the last episodes of the series, we were more concerned with the acceptance of this issue from Kamala's side, her existential nature, as well as her challenges with her family rather than the outfit she should wear as a superhero or the establishment of her character. Like it or not, the fact that until the end of the series, Kamala wears the copied outfit of another Marvel character with a weekend version, or it doesn't even matter what she's wearing during the fight, from casual style to wedding party outfit because the power she has is completely given to her from another source of energy, is completely mixed with her conflicts with herself and also with other characters. So all this made her not even have time to look for her own style signature. From the beginning of the series, we can see that there is a clear emphasis on Pakistani culture and its styles. The use of different designs and colors with maximal patterns that indicate the style of Pakistani clothing can be seen in many scenes of this series, from casual street-style clothing to formal dresses worn for weddings and ceremonies. Pakistani traditional clothes, which are a combination of modesty and comfort, shockingly attract more attention than Miss Marvel's outfits. The use of kurtas, shalwar kameez, sherwanis, and gharara dresses in various scenes was a huge tribute that the director has paid to Pakistani fashion and culture. I'm not sure why and for what reason there is too much emphasis on this matter, because the discussion of this issue demands a separate consideration of the script. But what I'm sure about it is that the costume design of this part of the story totally stole the spotlight of Kamala's way of dressing, who is supposed to be the Miss Marvel of the story. Another dressing style that has been seen in this series is hijab fashion. The character of Nakia, Kamala's friend, is a girl who, according to her beliefs, usually wears modest clothes and also covers her hair with colorful scarves with different styles of wrappings. Considering that she may not be able to wear any types of clothes and the limitations she has in choosing clothing styles, however, efforts have been made to deal with this issue from a positive perspective. Unlike Kamala, who doesn't pay much attention to fashion and style and clearly lives in another world, Nakia cares about her way of dressing to some extent. From knitwear to various pattern fabrics and leather jackets, they are all styles that prove the difference between Nakia and Kamala's appearance. Also, the character of Taisha, who is going to be Amir, Kamala's brother's wife, wears the hijab. From the use of floral clothes to colorful ones with high saturation is Taisha's modest style. Also, her wedding dress is a combination of culture, tradition, and hijab together. As kinda expected, her wedding dress is not white and includes a light combination of green and pink colors. The matter of the hijab may have been shown more seriously in the mosque scenes, where most Muslim women appear in clothes that are far from razzle-dazzle outfits and avoid attracting too much attention. And the focus is more on the simplicity of the clothing type. To be honest, I'm not sure that the director has fully fulfilled the mission of hijab fashion in this series. There are some clear contradictions that leave the audience confused. For example, you see Kamala praying in the mosque fully covering her body and hair, but her nails are neatly polished. The way I see it, talking further about this subject is again related to the matter of the script and the worldview of the director. But as far as the title of this video is concerned, depicting hijab fashion for some of the characters in this series can be acceptable to some extent. In the final episode of the series, as I explained earlier, Kamala finally wears her superhero costume, the costume that her mother prepared for her in Karachi. And unlike the previous outfit, she probably doesn't think this one is too tight. The color scheme of this outfit is completely similar to Captain Marvel's costume, but the design totally belongs to Kamala's heritage. The silhouette of the dress is in light of the traditional outfits of Pakistan. The tights and the main dress itself are inspired by kameez, and also a red scarf that is worn around her neck and spices up the sense of a superhero. Considering Kamala's body type, it was expected that such an outfit would be designed for her. But if Miss Marvel was someone else with a different body type, the outfits would probably be designed for her still based on the same silhouette and similar concepts. One of the limitations, or I can say the cons of this costume, is that a mini dress is intended for our superhero. A mini that may easily overshadow the superhero's movements and become a serious issue for her in some fights. So I'm not sure that using the mini dress is the best option just because the goal of the design is to synchronize with the superhero's heritage. Either there should have been flexibility in its design concept, or there should have been less insistence on preserving traditions at any cost. As if in this result, the main goal was forgotten and more emphasis was placed on another concept. Since it's a Marvel series, the audience is likely to be a professional Marvel follower, so their preference is to watch something based on what exactly fits in with the Marvel universe. As if the viewer wants to find out what is happening in the culture and lifestyle of a country, they will definitely watch the related products of that country. In any case, like it or not, such a combination has been made and the audience sees a mini dress from Miss Marvel that may ride up in many fights, or its form may change as a result of any movements. Of course, it goes without saying that she's still a 16-year-old girl and is not expected to attract attention with sexy costumes or by skin revealing. But the design of the outfit itself should be done in such a way that it doesn't conflict with the superhero concept of that character, and the functionality of the costumes should not be questionable. Both the dress and the tights have textures on the side parts and sleeves that again emphasize the Pakistani traditional fashion. Also, an eye-catching lightning bolt symbol has has been put on the front part of the dress for distinguishment. As Kamala used all-star shoes in her previous styles, with this outfit she again paired all-star shoes, which is a predictable thing for her character. Kamala's scarf is another item in her outfit which is more dramatic than functional. Cape is usually one of the items that in popular belief causes flop for the superhero, and it is preferred not to use it. As Edna says,
"No capes!"
Kamala's scarf doesn't act like a cape at all, since it's not too long to be draped down and doesn't restrict her movements. It may be said that from the superheroic point of view, there is no need for such an item to be added to this costume, but from the style point of view, this scarf, as I said, is more to spice up her style and create harmony with the concept of her costume design. With all that said, do you think Kamala Khan can be a strong character alongside other Marvel superheroes, both in terms of personality and the design of her costume? I'd be so glad to know what is your opinion. Did you like Kamala's superhero costume? Whether it's a yes or a no, tell me your reason and also tell me what do you think of this series. Please let me know in the comments. Stay notified, this channel includes many reviews and analysis. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to see more content like this. So, see you soon.